All right, let's dive into a story that I think you're really gonna love. It's a beautiful folktale that happens on the absolute coldest day of the year. But it's really a story about hardship, incredible kindness, and a totally unexpected encounter that shows us where luck and good fortune actually come from.
So our story kicks off on Dahan, which literally means the great cold. Now, this isn't just any chilly day. It's the very last solar term in the traditional calendar, and believe me, it has a reputation. We're talking bone-chillingly cold. So cold, in fact, that old legends say even stones will crack from the frost. That's the setting for our
And it's on this very day, in a remote little place called Youngwoo Town, or Cloud Fog Town, that we meet our two heroes. This is what 7-year-old Xiao Mei whispers to her older brother, Ah Chang. Brother, my stomach is singing. It's such a gentle, almost poetic way to say she's starving, and it just perfectly captures how tough things are for them.
This slide, well, it lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have their reality, a leaky roof over their heads and a pot that's pretty much empty. But on the other side, you see what they really have, their true wealth, you could say, this unbreakable bond and a sense of hope that just won't quit. So, just as Ah Cheong is about to give his little sister the very last of their watery soup, bam, an icy gust of wind blows their flimsy door wide open, and in rolls this round kind of comical figure, an old man, who just tumbles right onto their floor in a heap. It's this moment of pure shock, a bit of slapstick comedy in what was a pretty bleak scene. When A Chang helps him up, the old man starts spinning this absolutely wild tale. He says he was flying his wealth-attracting cloud, yeah, you heard that right, to a heavenly meeting when it froze over, forcing him to crash land. I mean, the story is so over the top, you just know this is not your average lost traveler. And this is the moment where everything pivots. The old man's stomach rumbles, just like Xiao Mei's did. And without a moment's hesitation, a Chang offers him the soup he was just about to give his sister. Their very last scrap of food. It's this simple, incredible act of generosity when they have literally nothing that changes everything. You know, the old man is just floored. He's seen people beg him for money, for riches, but he has never seen someone so poor give away their last meal. After he drinks the soup, his energy just zings back, and he tells them the first step to changing their luck. They have to clean their house and sweep out all the poverty energy. And this idea taps into a really core cultural concept, 春久不新. See, this isn't just about sweeping up dust. As the kids sweep, the old man tells them, think of all your sadness, all your hardships, and sweep them out the door. The dust actually turns into this faint black mist, and it's like they're not just cleaning their home, they're cleansing their hearts, making space for something new and better to come in. Okay, so the house is cleansed of all that bad energy. But the old man isn't done yet. He tells them that to really kickstart their good fortune, they need to complete 3 more small but really meaningful tasks. Now, this first task is a bit of a head-scratcher. He gives them 2 very precious red dates and tells them to go give them to the meanest, grumpiest old woman in the entire village. It's a test, right? A test of whether they can show kindness even to someone who maybe doesn't seem to deserve it. And what happens? The kids give the woman the dates, and she's so shocked by this random act of kindness that she gives them a ball of valuable cotton thread in return. This is where the old man explains a key principle, flowing wealth. He teaches them that real fortune isn't something you lock away and hoard. It's like a river. It only grows stronger when you let it flow and share it with others. For task number 2, the old man magically whips up this warm, sweet New Year's cake. He calls it a winter dispelling cake, explaining that eating it on Dahan does more than just warm you up. It symbolizes progress, moving upward in the new year, one step at a time. And their final task, they have to build a fire right in front of their little hut. He explains that Dahan is the absolute peak of yin. That's the dark, cold energy. So this fire, it acts like a beacon of yang energy, a bright, guiding light to attract good fortune and positive vibes to their home on the darkest night of the year. So all 3 tasks are complete. The little hut is now warmer than it's ever been, totally defying the blizzard outside. And then, the old man's whole demeanor shifts. He's not the comical old guy who fell through the door anymore. He stands tall, adjusts his hat, and makes the big reveal. He is actually Zhao Gongmen, the god of wealth. And just like that, before the kids can even wrap their heads around what he just said, he transforms into a streak of brilliant golden light and just shoots up into the sky, disappearing right into the storm. The children run outside, and what they see is it's a miracle. The snowflakes falling around their hut are shimmering like gold dust. Precious silver-leafed herbs are sprouting right out of the frozen ground. And right by the door, a huge bag has appeared, filled not with gold bars, but with practical treasures, grain, seeds for planting, and warm, thick cloth. And on that bag, there's a note. It basically sums up the entire lesson of the story. It says, "In the great cold, a kind heart creates warmth. Wealth will flow and blessings will come naturally." It was their kindness, their warm hearts, that was the true source of all this magic. And true to that lesson of flowing wealth, the story doesn't just end there. They don't hoard their new fortune. Ah Chang uses the magic seeds to grow enough food for everyone, and Xiao Mei uses the cloth to make clothes for all the other kids. They share what they were given, and in doing so, they lift up their whole community. You know, this story just beautifully flips the whole idea of wealth on its head. It suggests that fortune isn't something you just wait around for. It's something you actively create and circulate through kindness, through sharing, and by keeping hope alive, even when things feel impossibly cold. It really leaves us with a great question to think about, doesn't it? What is the truest form of wealth that you can share today?